Today I want to talk about why I am doing these videos and what is the purpose. I was sitting here trying to design a couple of surface patterns the other day and ended up getting like, I don't know, 10 different little videos of screen recordings, which I'll share a couple here and there for you at the end. But then I went to try to do the talk over and failed miserably. So I'm like, all right, I need to work in progress. And since I said that I was going to record 2 videos a week, I felt the pressure of getting things done. So I know I have to slow down and take my time. And even if I do 1 video a week, at least I'm following through with moving forward with my commitment. But I do want to get 2 videos a week. So I sat here and said, okay, well, why don't I just talk? And well, talking is brutal when you don't know what to say. So after many recordings before this, I am still struggling with what to talk about. So I figured, why am I doing these videos? And that is a question that I gotta say I ask myself right before I hit record every single time, because I'm not a fan of being on this side of the camera, but here I sit. I'm challenging myself to do these videos for accountability, I guess, for me to feel more comfortable in front of a screen or feel more comfortable speaking randomly to nobody, since I'm looking at a camera. But anyway, at least I'm just trying something different. I could write the ideas of what I want done in a to-do list, but I gotta say my to-do list is laughing at me because I'm adding more to the list more than I am crossing off. So this way, if I record it on a video and put it online, it's always out there. Why would I want to do that? Because it's always out there. And if I come across it, I'm going to say, wow, Doreen, you have to hold yourself accountable and you have to follow through because you said you were going to do it. And look it. And if I end up getting one person that is following me that wants to see if I get it done, well, I want to be there for that person and say, we can do this if we push ourselves. So I guess that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. Anyway, this week has been a challenging week. I've been doing a couple little projects here and there, and I will share little clips of each little thing that I'm doing because, of course, Squirrellyartmama, squirrel, I'm doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I finished my teacup placeholders, loved how it came out. I did a couple of drawings on Procreate, and I'll share with that. And then I even did a little product sheet, so that way I have that. And I guess they are random in a sense that one's a spring thing, one's a Halloween thing, and one's just floral something or other. But eventually it'll all come together in my portfolio. I am challenging myself this month in May coming up to get my products in stores, to go out and introduce myself to a couple of businesses, and to hold myself accountable by posting 2 videos a week, which I gotta say is quite the challenge and hard in doing, but here I am, I'm doing it. I'm doing something uncomfortable. That was my goal for the year, to do things, put myself in uncomfortable situations so I can grow. That's the only way I feel like I can grow, because I've been feeling like I'm keeping myself secluded. I'm so used to being in my little bubble. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she's listening to my struggles of fear, anxiousness, anxiety, whatever, and me taking the next step with my goal of getting my products in the business, because it's for some reason I'm just scared to go into a store and try to sell myself. I just have a problem with that. My products are good. It's just a matter of just going in there and introducing myself. I shouldn't have that fear, but you do. You have that fear. I just want to paint. Can I hire somebody to go and market me? That's what I love, but no. Here I am trying to market myself on YouTube. I don't even know it's not really marketing myself. Here I am putting myself there on YouTube, and I'm even learning how to edit videos and do that. So that's a whole nother thing. Um, so I'm pushing myself, but I'm also doing it in the comfort of my own home. Now I need to get out there into the public eye and market myself there. Maybe that'll help me find another job as well. About 6 months ago, I lost my job. I got laid off with 4 or 5 other people. And mind you, it was devastating. But after 15 years of working for the company, I felt myself getting comfortable again. And I swore to myself years ago, I will not get comfortable, because there's always that time that somebody could pull that rug from underneath you. And even though it took 15 years for that to happen, it happened. So now I find myself looking for another job, dusting off my resume, competing against a younger group of people, and it just scares me. It's a fear that is beyond fear. I don't even know how to even describe it. But I'm 60, and at this point in life, I should be more established, is the way I look at it. But I am where I'm supposed to be, supposedly, so we'll go from there. So while I create these videos, I guess I'm using them as documentation of my process, and helping me get out of my shell and my anxiety, and build some self-confidence, build some, to remove some of the fear, and just try. Try is not my favorite word, okay? It's either you can or you can't, you will or you won't, you should or you shouldn't, you could or you couldn't. I'm not okay, so I will put myself out there. A friend of mine said she'll come with me, which that is really nice of her to do, and I'm really stoked that she's going to do this for me. And we'll go to the couple of stores and go in together, or I don't know, she's going to push me in the door on my own. I got to be prepared for that. Okay, but I know I can do it. I know once I start talking, I'll be okay. It's just getting me there, and getting myself out of the comfort zone. So anyway, so the next couple of weeks, I'll be putting together a couple of samples that I'm going to share with businesses, and see if they'd be interested, or leave something behind so that way they can share with their buyers or their owners of the stores, or whatever, or whoever is the one that helps purchases for these gift stores or whatever. All I know is that I'm here today because I promised myself that I would post twice a week. And I think that is something that I have to be proud of myself to do, that I'm doing it, because I too struggle with the follow through, and I'm tired of not following through. Not in everything, and I don't want to say that I have a problem with follow through. When it comes to myself, when it comes to my business, when it comes to me growing in that area, I tend to put it off. I have excuses. I want to do things, but then I don't do that next step. I'm like hitting a wall on that next step, and I know that it's something that has to click in my head, and then once it clicks, full speed ahead, I'm on it and I can get it done. But in the meantime, if I don't get that click, it's just a brick wall. So I'm looking for that click. Do you know where the click is? Hello, click. Click. But okay, squirrel. All right, here I am. Here you are. If you listen to this, should I say sorry? No, because you should never say sorry. Mean what you say and say what you mean, right? See, I'm good. I'm good when it's one-on-one. But put me in a room full of people, and I want to dig a hole in the sand and bury my head like an ostrich. Anyway, that's my life in a nutshell. The struggle's real. You have a great day. Until the next video, let's see what happens and what I'm going to say. Who knows? Until the next time. That's my day in a nutshell.